like a complete wimp and going, well, I don't want to make any waves. I don't want to say anything that would make anyone concerned.
Well, I think you probably judge me based on that, but that's fine. I don't care.
Well, are you judging me based on the fact that I do make waves?
Yes.
Did I tell it like it is?
Tell it like it is. Tell it like you perceive it.
Look it, man, I'm not a coke addict. I'm not a crackhead like our president. I have no idea what the crack high feels like, but he does. And you voted for him. So you voted for a crackhead who is clearly not telling the truth. He's lied 82 times on record that we know of in front of the American people. He said mistruths. But it doesn't matter because no one really wants to question anything about what he says because, frankly, if they do, they're politically incorrect. I know you didn't vote for him, jerk fan. Thank you.
Well, of course. Obviously, there's certain people. I mean, some things we don't even agree with each other. 263.
Sorry, 99. I didn't mean to offend you by saying you voted for Obama. Are we allowed to say bad things about crackheads, or are they out of bounds too? Are we allowed to say bad things about crackheads, or is it politically incorrect to talk about a crackhead like Barack Obama? You've been a crack addict? Okay. Well, let's accept your addiction. And let's do a little mini intervention. Now, if Barack Obama was here, how would you intervene on his crack addiction? What would you do to say, hey, you did crack at Occidental. You admitted it in your book, Audacity of Hope.
Are you still doing crack?
Are you still doing crack?
Does it impair your ability to make decisions?
You voted for him twice, and you can't wait to vote for him a third time because you
can't
are...
vote for him a third time.
You're not allowed
against our Constitution, at least as it stands right now.
So you want a crackhead for your president. That's understandable. I mean, look at Marion Barry. He was actually caught on tape buying crack cocaine in D.C., to judge you. That's what political correctness is. Afraid to say what's on your mind.
But that's
it's
not
stifling
on my
a dialogue.
Mind. Actually, I take offense to that because division is not on my mind.
Okay, so you never even think this.
No,
okay.
I don't think. All this thing that you think. I don't think like you.
Okay, that's understandable.
I don't.
I heard that Obama has caused an increase of diarrhea in the population.
I would never even think like that. I think that's disgusting.
Obama has caused an increase of diarrhea in the population.
With that, I'm going to...
Thank you, Sarah. I was just trying to push you out of the room.
I know.
It's the end of the show for you.
You succeeded.
Thank you. Finally get the show back. But thank you for coming in for the time that you spent. How do I run a campaign when I'm around the most politically correct person on earth? Seriously. How do you raise the specter of the need for a third party when you're around the most politically correct person on earth? I don't care. Sarah and I know we differ on a lot of issues. Well, you see what I'm saying? I'm up against the wall, man. Refuses to admit anything's going on that's wrong. And I asked Sarah a few years ago, I said, why do you think people would want a third party? Well, because we want to have reforms. We agreed on that. And I don't think any of us need to be politically correct. I think that's bogus. There's no mention of the word political correctness in the good old U.S. Constitution. Do a word search and come up with political correctness in here. We need a third party because stuff is broke. So everybody, yes, she's always going to be my running mate until somebody steps in the way and says they can help me or benefit the party and they make more sense. But look, I'm in a situation where I built this third party on political incorrectness.